It was a chilled evening, the kind where the city lights flickered lazily and Mr. and Mrs. Williams strolled into the grand lobby of a five-star hotel, luggage in hand, ready to check in for a peaceful weekend. They were dressed elegantly, their presence sharp enough to turn heads, but the receptionist's smile was forced, stiff as cardboard. "One moment, please," she said, tapping slowly on her keyboard like someone typing Morse code for the first time. Minutes stretched into nearly an hour. The couple exchanged glances. This was no ordinary delay. Other guests breezed through check-in like water through a pipe, while the Williamses remained anchored at the desk. Finally, Mr. Williams, polite but firm, asked, "Excuse me, what exactly is the delay? We made this reservation weeks ago." The receptionist shifted nervously, eyes darting toward the glass office upstairs. That's when the air shifted. Out walked the managing director himself, a tall, pale man with the kind of arrogance that could curdle milk. His suit was polished, but his smirk was venom. He didn't even look at them before saying, "There's no space available. You'll have to leave." The lobby froze. Other guests looked on, whispers hissing through the marble hall. But the Williamses had checked the hotel's website only an hour earlier. It still showed vacancies. And right there, a group of backpackers strolled in, laughing, and were handed keys without hesitation. The humiliation burned like acid. Mrs. Williams clenched her husband's hand. Cameras were already sliding out of pockets, recording the moment. The storm had only begun brewing. If you're enjoying how this is unfolding, don't forget to like and subscribe, because what comes next will twist even harder. DMD's smirk widened, dripping with arrogance as he leaned against the counter. "This establishment has standards," he said loudly enough for the entire lobby to hear, "and we reserve the right to deny service when we feel it's unsuitable." His eyes scanned Mr. and Mrs. Williams as though they were stains on his marble floor. A gasp rippled through the guests, some whispering, others bold enough to mutter, "This is straight up racism." Mr. Williams straightened his jacket, calm but visibly boiling. "Unsuitable? We have a paid booking. Show me where in your policy it says you can cancel based on skin color." The MD chuckled darkly, ignoring him, and motioned for the receptionist to continue stalling. But the receptionist's hands shook. Her screen still displayed the reservation clear as daylight. Guests began filming openly now. One woman live streamed, whispering, "Guys, this hotel MD is denying a black couple their room. Look at this mess." Comments rolled in. "Expose him. Name the hotel. Boycott now." Then the unpredictable twist cracked the air. One of the newly checked-in backpackers turned around. "Wait a minute. We literally just got a room, and he's saying there's no space?" They raised their phone higher, adding fuel to the live stream. The MD's smug face twitched as whispers transformed into angry murmurs. Mrs. Williams, voice strong, declared, "We will not move until you explain this injustice properly." The lobby erupted in cheers and claps from onlookers who were already posting, tagging, and spreading the fire worldwide. The MD had no clue. His downfall had just gone viral. If this tension has you hooked, smash that like and subscribe, because what's coming next will burn hotter than fire. The MD's confidence started to wobble as the lobby transformed into a courtroom. Every guest was now a juror, every phone a witness stand. "Sir," Mr. Williams said with measured calm, "you've humiliated my wife and me in front of strangers for no reason except the color of our skin. If you think that's acceptable, say it clearly so the world can hear." The crowd erupted. "Yes, say it. Own it." Phones zoomed in, flashes blinking like paparazzi. The MD tried to wave them off, muttering, "This is private business," but it was too late. Jasmine, the same fiery teenager who had live-streamed Clarkson's downfall weeks earlier, was in the lobby on vacation. She swung her phone toward him and shouted, "Breaking news. Racist hotel MD denies black couple their paid reservation. Hashtag hotel from hell." Within minutes, the stream blew up, comments spitting fury, donations pouring in for the Williamses, and hashtags climbing like wildfire. Mrs. Williams, regal in her silence, finally spoke, "You don't deserve to run a dog kennel, let alone a hotel." The crowd howled, some clapping, some booing the MD. A little boy even shouted, "Sir, your suit looks cheaper than my school uniform." The MD's face flamed crimson. Then came the crack in his armor. The hotel owner, yes, the actual owner, strode into the lobby, alerted by staff chaos. She scanned the room, her gaze landing on the MD like a spotlight on a criminal. "What is going on here?" she demanded, voice cutting sharp. Guests pointed instantly, shouting in unison, "Him! He's the problem!" If you're enjoying this downfall spiral, don't forget to like and subscribe because the final blow is about to hit harder than a thunderclap. The MD stammered, sweat dripping down his temples as the hotel owner's heels clicked across the marble floor. She stopped inches from him, arms folded, eyes like daggers. "Explain yourself." The MD tried a weak chuckle. "It's a misunderstanding. I was only maintaining quality." The owner raised an eyebrow. "Quality? By lying, by denying paying guests their reservation, and in front of the entire world? Because in case you haven't noticed, you are trending." She snatched a phone from one of the guests. On the screen, the live stream had ballooned to millions of viewers. Headlines already read, "Hotel MD exposed for racism. Corporate responds soon." The MD's knees buckled. He opened his mouth, but before he could spit out another excuse, the owner turned to the Williamses. "On behalf of this establishment, I am beyond ashamed. You are upgraded, presidential suite, all expenses covered." The lobby erupted in applause. The MD tried to interrupt, but the owner cut him dead. "And you're fired. Effective immediately. Security, escort him out." Two guards appeared, grabbing his arms as he flailed like a child being dragged to detention. Guests booed, some threw napkins. One even tossed a half-empty soda that splashed across his designer suit. Phones captured every humiliating step. Someone yelled, "Smile for TikTok, racist," and laughter roared through the room. Mr. Lapp Williams took his wife's hand and turned to the crowd. "This is why we never stay silent. Racism might strut in with pride, but it always crawls out in shame." The live stream chat exploded with clapping emojis, fire icons, and one unified chant, "Justice served." Viewers, if you loved watching this downfall, hit that like and subscribe, because this right here is how racism gets buried alive.